And welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Boy, I tell you what, we got a great show for you tonight. Steve, let's wind out and introduce my guest to you tonight. I have Steve Johnson with me, and Steve is the inventor, proprietor, whatever, manager, whatever of the triple barrel shotgun. And I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I love this thing.
Yeah, it's got a cool factor for sure.
I mean, I enjoyed playing cowboys and Indians when I was a kid. If I'd have had this when I was playing cowboys, there wouldn't have been near as many people coming over there trying to make me stay in a teepee. But, if John Wayne had had this in El Dorado, I think he'd have been called Mississippi. This thing is something else. Now, this is the home defense one.
Yeah.
And I want to tell everybody, this is awesome. And I don't know if we can get I'm gonna break it over here for camera one over here, or whichever one we can. Can we just take I want people to see the barrels on this thing. This is a triple barrel shotgun, ladies and gentlemen. And while dove season's right around the corner, and matter of fact, free hunting day is this Saturday. So all those fuzzy tails, known as squirrels, we'll be hunting those this weekend. But my goodness, most game animals, you're only allowed 3 shots anyway.
Exactly.
Ducks, dove, any migratory bird,
yep.
Period, is 3 shots. A lot of your other stuff, a lot of states only allow you 3 shots.
Yeah.
Tennessee is one of the few that you can carry 15 rounds for a turkey, but 3 rounds for a dove.
Yeah, I think all your migratory birds, waterfowl especially,
yes,
they enforce the 3 shot, with the plugs in most guns.
Plugs.
Cool thing about this one, they can tell
There's no doubt about this.
You don't have to have a plug,
The only thing you'd have to wonder about this one is, and a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Steve, when you told me about it a year ago, and you were gonna come on the show, but I was concerned about the weight factor. I really was.
Yeah, they've designed this gun, and actually this one is the hunting version. It's called the Triple Crown. That's a triple threat.
This is the triple threat?
Yeah, and you can fill this one, and you can shoulder it. It's very balanced.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
It's balanced. It shoots extremely well. The cool factor on this gun for waterfowl hunting is you can stack your chokes, and you can stack your shot. So if you're hunting flooded timber, everybody hunts with a full choke for waterfowl.
Right.
So what happens normally on your first shot, if it's real close, you're going to miss it or you're going to blow it to pieces if you hit it.
Right.
So now with this gun, you can stack it with an improved cylinder, number 6, go down to a modified, then go down to a full choke, because when your birds come in, that first shot's going to be normally really close.
Yes.
And they're going the other way.
Right.
So this right here will sequence your shot patterns and your shot size, and even if you want to even go out to your last shot with a 3.5 inch and use lower brass shells.
On your first 2.
Yeah, so you can
That's a great idea.
You can always do that, and you can't do that with any other gun. There's no, when you load your shells up, you never know which sequence you're going to be shooting your shells. This way you can. So it's pretty cool. I think it's going to revolutionize waterfowl hunting.
Especially with goose and stuff, you can put BBs or number 2s or...
Yeah, and you can adjust your chokes based on your shooting conditions. So if you're hunting geese, you'd want to put in maybe all full chokes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hunting flooded timber, stack your chokes. So, we've actually got a turkey model too that's got a little bit shorter barrel, and that's got the camouflage.
I love that camouflage.
And so the company Chiappa, they actually got some production models in Realtree. They got the new waterfowl Max 5, and they've got the spring pattern for turkey also. And we got a 20 gauge this year, so it comes in about a pound lighter. So
you got a 20 and a 12, right?
Yeah, and they're going to come out with some more models. It's a new gun. It's just come out in the market. So
yeah, it's brand new.
And I hunted with it last year, and I'll be honest with you, it's one of the best performing guns I've hunted with. When you're hunting waterfowl, the situations with the you're hunting in bad weather, you usually got ice or mud or anything. So if you're hunting with a pump or an automatic, at some point it's going to get jammed normally in that type of environment. So you never have to worry about your gun jamming. It's actually the fastest shooting production shotgun in the market.
It is.
Yeah.
And I want to tell everybody, you do not have to set the triggers like you do on over, under, or
No.
side by side. This one here rotates automatically inside.
It's actually got 3 hammers.
Okay.
So it starts off, it shoots with this is your first shot, and it rotates clockwise. So when you pull the trigger, just as soon as you can pull the trigger again, it automatically has another hammer. So you got 3 mechanical hammers. That's why it's so fast. And when you if you only shoot once or shoot twice, when you break your shotgun down, it always resets it back to your first shot. So the sequence always starts over,
when you break it open.
when you break it open. So it's really a fantastic gun for hunting. We decided to do a home protection version, and this is a short version called the triple threat. You can take the back part of the stock off. And
it becomes a pistol grip.
Becomes a pistol grip. It's also can be great for a guide gun, especially up in Alaska or somewhere
Yes,
with
sir.
a back quiver, because you could keep your hands free, and if you was in a situation where there was a wounded animal or something charged, you could take that thing out and then just use it as protection. So, and another factor we're working on too, the police and the SWAT, we're going to work on a class 3, which you can actually go down to a shorter barrel. Not everybody can own a class 3, but the class 3, the SWAT uses, a lot of times they'll go in a breech entry and they have to take the door hinges off. So there's usually 3 door hinges. So this situation, you can take this thing out, take a door off faster than any gun out there. So I think there's going to be a lot of cool factor with the, class 3 version. But I'm excited. It took me, I did a patent back in 2005. I had never found a company to make it. So kept trying and finally got Don Maddow, and he had a background in guns, and we took it to actually manufacture in Turkey. So it's a very high quality shotgun. So it's been exciting to see it come to fruition, because I couldn't build the gun, even though I had a patent on it. It took me probably 6 or 7 years to get somebody to make the gun.
And I got to tell you, for all those that don't know Steve, you're an awesome inventor.
Yeah.
The original creator for Mothwing Camouflage. Then you sold that company.
That's correct.
And then you started Cloak.
I got Cloak, yeah.
That was another. And I swear I love Cloak, because there's so many different patterns of Cloak that you can get. You can get a spring, fall, winter, summer, desert. There's all kinds that you can use on the Cloak. There's several different versions of it.
With Cloak, with Mothwing, I use moths in nature. I told everybody it's original camo, designed by God. We use the patterns from the moths. So with Cloak, I'm doing the same thing, except I'm expanding out using different animals. And we did start off with military tactical patterns, which you see on the gun, which actually crosses over into the hunting. We've got a lot of patterns on our website. Cloak DNA, it's spelled with a K. And I use animals in nature as part of the pattern. So we're using lizards and moths and just different types of animals, because that's natural camouflage. So,
well, I'll tell you what, it's a great job. Hey, we got to take another break.
All right.
We got to take our first break. Visit some of our fine sponsors when we come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about the triple barrel shotgun, the Cloak, and guess what? Free hunting day is this Saturday, and dove season's 2 weeks away. We're going to be talking about that. Hurry back to more Southern Woods and Waters.